Hello, we're going to go over the questions that were on the GCSE 5-question review short. We're asked to use these 6 numbers to answer the questions that follow. The first question asks us to find the sum of the square numbers. To find a square number, we have to multiply a number to itself to get the square number. So the first square number we get by doing 1 times 1, which is 1. So the ace represents 1, so this is a square number. The next square number would be 2 times 2, which is 4, which we don't have. And the next square number we find by doing 3 times 3, which is 9. So these two are our square numbers. And we're asked to find the sum of these square numbers. So the sum is found by adding the 2 numbers together, so 9 add 1. So the answer to question 1 is 10. Question 2 asks us to find the cube of the largest prime number. A prime number is a number that can only be divided by 1 and itself, where these are 2 distinct numbers. So the first prime is 2, because we can only get to 2 by doing 1 times 2, so this is a prime. 3 is the next prime number, because we can only get to 3 by doing 1 times 3. And 5 is the next prime number, because we can only get to 5 by doing 1 times 5. 1 only has 1 factor, so it can't be prime because we need 2 distinct factors. 6 we can do 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. And 9 we can do 1 times 9 and 3 times 3. So 6 and 9 have extra factors as well as 1 and themselves. We're asked to find the cube of the largest prime number. So 5 is our largest prime number. To find the cube of this number, we need to calculate 5 times 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 is 25, times by 5 again is 125. So the answer to question 2 is 125. Question 3 asks us to create a 2-digit multiple of 5. We know our multiples of 5 must end in 0 or 5. There isn't any zeros, but we do have a 5. We're creating a 2-digit multiple of 5, so we know the 5 has to go in the units position, but any of these could go in the tens position. So we could use any of these to make a 2-digit multiple of 5. I'll just pick 6, so my number would be 65, a 2-digit multiple of 5. Question 4 asks us to create the largest 3-digit even number. For an even number, we know it must end with an even digit. We have 2 possible cards to give us an even number. We have the 6 and the 2. To create the largest 3-digit even number, we need to consider what we're going to put in the hundreds position and the tens position as well. So the largest card that we have out of everything is the 9. So that will be our hundreds digit. The second largest card will be our 6. So that will give us our second digit, which leaves us with that this has to go on the end to give us our largest 3-digit even number. So we've got 962. And finally, question 5 asks us to find the mean of these numbers. So to find the mean, we need to add all of our numbers together and divide by how many there are. So I can see 3 add 2 adds to 5, and when I add another 5, I've got 10. And I've also got a 9 and a 1 to make another 10, which means that I've got 20. And I have a 6 as well. So altogether, I have 26. And I need to divide by how many numbers I have, which is 6. And 26 divided by 6 is 4.3 recurring. And that's how we find the answers to those 5 questions.